Okay, so it's been about a week since you've downloaded your free carb cycling meal plan, and we hope that you loved it. But today I want to dive a little bit deeper and talk about the true skill that you need to actually create and sustain a lasting, healthy lifestyle and reach your goals for the long haul. So today we're going to dive into a healthy passion, and this is the best tool to know exactly what to eat to reach your weight loss goals. So I'm going to set up my Healthy Passion account with you and kind of walk you through how I pre-plan out my week so I can reach my goals. So when you sign up for Healthy Passion, you'll have to answer a couple of questions about yourself so the software knows exactly what you need. So the first thing you'll do is select if you're a female or a male. I'm 32. I'm going to say 130 since I want to put weight loss on here, and 65 inches. I'm moderately active. As far as this goes, it's really going to be just kind of like based on your specific lifestyle. So lightly active would mean you're, an active person, but you're not exercising. Moderately active, you exercise somewhat consistently. Very active, you're very consistent with your exercise. Athlete, you're training for something, and little or no means you don't really do a whole lot of anything. Also, you want to put your weight loss goal per week. Again, you can maintain, lose, or lose 1 pound, and then click submit. And the software will actually calculate your base macro needs. Now, if you're going to continue carb cycling, you can go over to the user settings and set each individual day of the week to help the software recommend things for low carb days versus regular macro days. You'll just click this macro settings button. You've got your default 45, 25, 30, and then you'll click here to set each day of the week. And what I like to do is just go in and adjust my Mondays and Tuesdays. Those are my low carb days to about 15% carbs, 40% protein, and we'll say 45% fat. Actually, we'll probably do 35% protein, 50% fat here. And same thing here, 15, 35, 50. And then what we'll do is we'll scroll down, and I like to do rest days on Thursdays, so I eat about 1,300 calories on my rest days. Same on Sunday. And then I'll go ahead and save those settings. And again, this just helps to make it really easy to know exactly what you need to eat every single day. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but for me, I carb cycle, so it just makes it really easy. Next thing you're gonna do is go over to the planner, and you're just gonna start planning. It's very, very simple. So I'm gonna start pre-planning out for next week. And the reason why I like to pre-plan versus track is that when I pre-plan, I know exactly what I'm doing, where when I'm tracking, I feel like I'm always in the weeds. So I pre-plan out my week, I use my plan as a template, and then if life happens, I swap or switch or change things up. So then to start planning, again, today is going to be a low carb day. So you can see the numbers that we're looking for here. I need about 66 grams of carbs, 155 protein, and 98 fat. So that's what we're going to shoot for. So I'm just going to start plugging in breakfast. So for breakfast, I like eggs. That's like my go-to breakfast. So I'm going to go ahead and pre-plug that in. And I'm going to do, we'll do a whole hard-boiled egg. I'm going to do 3 of those. And then to that, I'm going to go ahead and add some feta cheese and maybe some kale. I don't know. It's just what sounds good right now. 1/4 cup of feta cheese, 1 portion, and some kale. And if you wanted a recipe, you could always type in recipe and it'll pop up as well. So like you can see here, there's a lot of different kale recipes or breakfast recipes. I'm just kind of building out my own. Okay, now I'm going to have recipe or the software suggest something for lunch because I don't really know what I want to have for lunch. So I'm just going to click the little fork and knife and it'll give me some ideas. And it'll also recommend, again, things that are underneath those macros that you need to help make it really easy. So actually this tofu sog sounds really good. So I'm going to go ahead and add that in, 1 portion of that. And with the Healthy Passion recipes, you also want to add the pantry items separate because that way you can really manage that based to fit on your goals. So I'm going to add my olive oil in here, 1 tablespoon. Perfect. And then I'm going to scroll down to snacks and add in a protein shake because I always do a protein shake on low carb days. It's just easy. And when you're searching protein shakes, you got to put in powder here. I'm going to add that and some almond milk, really easy. Again, this takes a little bit of practice. So once you get the hang of it, it's really not that hard. And it takes me about 15 minutes each week to kind of plan out my week. And again, it really lays that strong foundation so I know exactly what I need to do for the week to stay on track. And again, if something pops up from time to time, it's not a big deal, but at least I'm consistent most of the time. All right, then we're going to do the autofill for dinner to get some suggestions on dinner options. And again, at the top, you can see what you need so you can help kind of match that up. So I'm looking for something with high protein, low carb, and a reasonable amount of fat, but nothing too crazy. This Roman style chicken sounds really good. We'll go with that. And the software, of course, is going to get close. It's not always going to get perfect because there's different macros for different things, but it's really going to help me get close to reaching my goals. Olive oil is going to go in there as well. Tablespoon of that. And on low carb days, you're going to go over on fat and protein. So if you're a little bit over on your fat, it's totally fine. It's not a big deal. But you can see here, I have about 12% carbs, 34 protein, 54 fat. It also calculates my net carbs at about 30, which is really cool. And my calories for the day are about 1736. So I feel like that's a really good day. I'm within about 30. I could have a little more protein if I want, but again, not the end of the world. And then from there, what you'll do is you'll just click this little shopping cart icon to add everything to your shopping cart. So you have a really organized list and you can take it to the grocery store. Now, one last feature, if you guys can't find something in the software that you want to add, what you'll do is you'll click this quick add button. And this is going to allow you to add anything you want into the software. So say you go to Chipotle, you have a chicken burrito bowl and you look on their website and it has 600 calories, it has 98 carbs, it has 2 protein. And again, I'm just making this up. What you'll do is you'll click enter and it'll add that custom entry in so you can track things that we might not have on hand. And then actually I can see on the back end and I can go ahead and always add those things to the software if I see them used often. So there you all have it. This is my day. This is exactly what I'm going to be eating. I'm going to delete this Chipotle. But again, it's super simple. The software makes it so easy. When it's time to start cooking, all you'll do is you'll click on your recipe that you're going to cook. You'll see what you need and you'll follow step-by-step instructions. So if you're not using Healthy Passion, definitely, what are you waiting for? Get started. I promise this tool is a game changer. You can create delicious and healthy meals the whole family will love. No crazy weighing or measuring your food. No, cooking a recipe and only eating 22 grams of it. You just cook a recipe, divide by 2, and you're going to consume these nutrition facts. So hope this was helpful. And let's go start cooking together. And let me know if you have any questions. Just hit reply to this email and I'm always happy to help.